Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of the GSMC Wrestling Laureate Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here, obviously on air. You can find me on YouTube, find me on GSMC, on the Sports Network, as well as the Podcasting Network on YouTube. Talk some good old-fashioned, some wrestling. Lately, gotta be honest with the viewers, with you guys. I have been, I've been away because of the whole, Southern California fires and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy, obviously messing up my, my internet connection, which sucks because, I don't know. When things are kind of like technologically, like I'm not the technological, like, savvy kind of guy, so kind of sucks because I'm like, oh, you're doing anything about it. But it's it's over, it's past, it's ready to start this new chapter. We have a great show for you today. We're going to talk about WWE Smackdown, going to review that. I'm also going to recap what happened on AEW Maximum Carnage, which happened on Wednesday. Going to get into the WWE NXT TNA new partnership. I'm also going to talk about Bret Hart recently on an episode of the Smoking Skull Sessions. He was talking to Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he said if WCW would have handled his character a little differently, they would have, maybe had a second win, could have damn near won the Monday Night Wars. Obviously, you would compete against your sworn enemy, Vince McMahon, along with the guy who, the two guys that screwed you over, like in Shawn Michaels and, Paul Levesque. So that, we're going to talk about that in our fifth and final segment. Kaylani Jordan on NXT has been showing, signs that she could definitely become a successful heel. It takes superstars turning heel for them to unlock their full potential, and kind of like what she says, like what she mentioned in the locker room, how she doesn't want to be seen as the little sister anymore. Like, look what happened to Edge once when he left the tag team division. Obviously, didn't really seem like he was going anywhere. Was forced to tag team with people other than Christian to try to achieve success, and he turned heel, and then all of a sudden it just changed. CM Punk too, when CM Punk turned heel. It was, just different vibes 1,010%. So we're going to talk about that. But before we do any of that, I just want to remind you guys to go ahead and hit up that tips and donations link. Hit up that super chat. Tell me how you feel. Obviously feel, welcome to participate in the chat. Definitely love hearing from you guys. Obviously, since I'm technically not streaming, leave a comment under the video. I'll be sure to get back to you guys ASAP as soon as possible. And just thank you guys for giving us your thoughts, giving us your attention. Definitely appreciate that. We want to make sure that you guys feel like your voice is valued, and obviously it helps us the channel. Just supports it. Obviously, it's it helps us keep the lights on these amazing podcasters, so they can do what they what they love doing best is keep bringing you guys content that you guys love so damn much. We are super grateful for each and every one of you guys who joins us here daily on the GSMC Sports Network. Your support makes all the difference. So let's keep the conversation going. Let's get this party started. Send those super chats, those comments, and you can do no wrong. Say whatever you want to say. Say whatever you want to say. Well, not whatever you want to say, but obviously, I keep it about wrestling. Keep it, I keep it family friendly. Keep it friendly. But I do love, everybody, in terms of talking sports, there's going to be some criticisms. There's going to be some, some people who aren't going to like the things that I'm, or my hot takes. And it's okay. It's all good in the neighborhood. Water under the bridge already. Just, love talking some good old fashioned wrestling. Of course, hit the super chat and all your thing. During the live shows, always hit up the tips and donations link. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. And then, you can, obviously, peace, love, and positivity. That's what the GSMC Sports Network is all about. So, Superman, punch that like and subscribe button to the show so you guys can get us some notifications when we, when we go live. All right. So, without further ado, let's talk about some SmackDown. SmackDown, ever since it kind of switched to a 3-hour format, it does seem like it's a little slow. It's been a little slow, but for obvious reasons. Obviously, 3 hours is a long time. You gotta squeeze some bookings into there. So far, I feel like that's been good, and it sucks that Roman Reigns hasn't really been on SmackDown since his win on Saturday night's main event. And then, now we're gearing up toward another Saturday night's main event happening on Saturday. So, he's been off TV for quite some time. I would love to see him come back on SmackDown. Definitely 1,010%. So Rey Mysterio kicks off the show, declaring his spot for the Royal Rumble. Was talking about the glory days when he won it back in 2006 for a friend. And then, of course, once everybody was chanting Eddie Guerrero's name, you saw Kevin Owens come out to crash the party. He's still on this high kicks, thinking that he is the one true champion, carrying around that winged eagle belt. And then Rey Mysterio told him straight up, he was like, bro, you're not the champion. And then it was like, all hell broke loose. He was like, oh, you're drinking Cody Rhodes the Kool-Aid? Am I going to take off that mask and, you're going to have bleached hair? And I thought that was kind of funny at that. Kevin Owens, whenever he has the mic, he does such a great job. He does it in comedic fashions. He could be very, very dramatic. He could, damn near seem like this match is like the world to him. Obviously it is, in terms of kayfabe. But he definitely has a way to keep the viewers totally invested in his character, thinking about, caring about, and just lingering on to the next words he's going to say. And, he does a really good job. So if he wins the belt at the Royal Rumble, that'd be big. That would be big, although I feel like, having Cody Rhodes do a 2-year-long, story, winning back-to-back Royal Rumbles, having him lose. He sold the title for quite some time. He has. But, I don't know. For all that, just to, lose against Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble, I feel like it's, that's not really sufficient enough for, wrestling fans out. The story's there. The story's there. It would be interesting to kind of see if Randy Orton comes back. Maybe he's the one who screws Kevin Owens, or maybe perhaps he turns heel and maybe he doesn't want to, he's been seeing what Cody Rhodes has been doing on SmackDown, backing up the bloodline still, helping Jimmy Uso out, helping Paul Heyman, and obviously you saw not the last tribal, no, what is it called? Oh, the Tribal Combat. Tribal Combat, Kevin Owens came out to help, Solo Sikoa, and then Cody Rhodes came out and, basically backed up Roman Reigns. So maybe Randy Orton could come back, maybe spin it, an RKO, saying that, Kevin was right this whole time. Because, when they were together as a tag team, I got to be honest, I was into it. I liked it. I definitely liked it 1,010%. Next, we have Nia Jax teaming up with Candace LeRae, taking on Bianca Belair and Naomi before you saw them cut a promo about, they still don't know or have a lead about what, who attacked Jade. Naomi, I don't know what they're doing with the storyline. I just hope it's going to be a nice little, a shock factor kind of thing. I don't think Bianca did it. I think maybe Bianca will be put in a situation where maybe Jade perhaps she doesn't trust her. Maybe she thinks that Bianca Belair and Naomi, since they've been such good friends for the longest time, maybe, she'd rather be in a tag team with a partner that, she feels good. She feels good that she could carry the team, that she's the EST, she's the strongest, she's the fastest, and all that kind of, and all that jazz. And then when Jade's in the ring, a lot of, maybe, she feels like, Bianca feels like Jade overshadows her. Kind of like what Nia Jax was talking about, kind of stirring up the pot when she cut that promo about, I think it was about 2 to 3 weeks ago, about the whole who attacked Jade thing. Now, I think it was before Survivor Series. Yeah, it was before Survivor Series because there was, building up toward the War Games match. And, honestly, that could definitely be the case. You saw Belair and Naomi defeat Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Jimmy Uso takes on Carmelo Hayes. Match was inconclusive. Tonga, Jakob, Fatu of the new young bloodline come out to, to basically show that the OTC or the OG bloodline that it's not over. It's not over until we say it's over. The story just begun. That's what Jacob Fatu said. He grabbed the mic. I was a little shocked to see him grab it because when he's been portrayed in these promos with Solo Sikoa, it seems like he's like this rabid, he's the Samoan werewolf. He's like this rabid werewolf that, he just wants to attack and eat and kill and kill. Kind of see him picking up the mic, having him, cut a promo. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was terrible at all. Solo Sikoa came out, booed off stage, and then you kind of saw Jacob Fatu kind of look at him, a little disappointed. Maybe he feels like it's, hey, Solo, you've had your shot. Maybe it's my turn to try for the Ula Fala. But, overall it was, still building up tension to that Civil War. I don't think that storyline's going to go anywhere different. I definitely think it's going to be a premiere storyline on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. But it was crazy. He was speechless. So let's go speechless. He got booed off stage. It was funny. LA Knight comes out. I don't know what he was thinking. Started attacking both the superstars. And then, of course, they got the upper hand because of the numbers game. Braun Strowman enters the fray. And, of course, when that one big SOB enters any kind of wrestling ring, you pay attention. You pay attention. This man is the one of the world's strongest men. Obviously, not trying to steal a trademark from Mark Henry there. Motor City Machine Guns defeat Los Garza in dramatic fashion thanks to the distraction of Pretty Deadly. B-Fab takes on Piper Niven. She, it's kind of cool to see B-Fab get a little bit of attention. Now it just makes for consecutive weeks that we've seen Pretty Deadly, that we've seen Legado del Fantasma. We even got a couple of sightings of Apollo Crews as well. But, I want to see definitely B-Fab get out of that comfort zone. I want to see her step inside the ring because, I've seen her in the ring, wrestle a couple of times. And, I feel like if WWE, if they invest some time and, into her character, she could definitely 1,010% hold her own inside the ring. I've seen it before. So, would love to see that. But, of course, Piper Niven picking up the victory, supporting the WWE Women's United States inaugural champion, Chelsea Green. But, it's going to be interesting to see when Piper, when she has that character change as well. I definitely think she's going to be a future United States champion, but in due time. And then Piper Niven and, Green start beating up B-Fab. Then Mi Chen comes out to save her, and even the odds probably going to be built up for a tag team match at WWE Saturday Night's Main Event, or maybe on Friday for Friday Night Smackdown. Rey Mysterio takes on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gets he gets the dub, in not dramatic fashion, but in very heel-like moves. Kevin Owens has embraced this heel character so well, so damn well. The way he panders to the crowd, the way he gets them angry, and just the way the way he does his moves, just the way he is able to make Rey Mysterio seem like he was in legit trouble, made it seem like the fans were like, oh, there's no way he's going to beat Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens is going to cheat at any given moment. And then, being in front of his hometown crowd of the 619 in San Diego, it was interesting to kind of see, he brought up his son Dominic and earlier in the show. I thought that was kind of funny. And Kevin Owens got really pissed off. He's like, I'm nothing like your son, Dominic. And it was, once again, Kevin Owens being Kevin Owens. Cody Rhodes came out, saves Rey Mysterio from a getting package pile drived. Nick Aldis wants Owens and Rhodes both to sign an addendum. Couldn't get him to do it during the show. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels will be the moderate for the contract signing on Saturday night's Main Event. Johnny Gargano attacks Apollo Crews. WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton successfully retains her title against Bayley. Roxanne Perez, the former two-time NXT Women's World Champion, was in the crowd. I definitely think she's going to make her way to SmackDown. I would love to see her just, insert herself into that title picture. I definitely think, nothing but good things, moving forward for, Roxanne Perez. All right, guys, so hey, do not go anywhere. We're going to jump on into my next segment. We got AEW Maximum Carnage recap. So grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite ice cold beverage. Join me here in about 25 seconds. So hey, do not go anywhere.